Second Youth Whitehall with Company D, Second United States Sharpshooters. Today's video has been a much requested one, and it is how to tie an officer sash. This also goes out for you NCOs, especially first sergeants, sergeant majors, and second sergeants, because you guys would have to wear this too, and it gets tied exactly the same way. So basically, to do your sash, you're going to need three things: a sash, yourself, and typically an assistant. You can do it by yourself, however, it looks a little wonky. Things are, uneven. And being an NCO, and especially an officer, you need to look your best. So having an assistant is always a help. So to start, have your sash rolled like this with one tassel free. That's a very key part. And one kind of tucked very much in the center. This will play a part coming up here. So to start, you just unroll your sash, place it right above your belly, and from there you just adjust it to the edge of your skirt where the tassels hang. From there, you hand off your sash to your assistant. I like to pull my coat in just a little bit. It gives a more neat appearance. Now the key also with these buttons on the back of your frock coat, either if you're an officer or an enlisted man, is this is actually where the belt is supposed to hang. So you just tuck the sash right to those buttons. Have your assistant check on the second pair. Now you'll see some people spin. As an officer, you're not a ballerina. So just stay in place and have your assistant help you out. Kind of doing the T-man pose does really help. As your assistant spins, you just tuck your arm in. And depending on how much girth you have in the waist will depend on how many times your sash can go around. This one's kind of long, especially even for me. I'm kind of a skinny little guy, so it'll do about 4 rotations. There's some where you could probably get 5. I know not everyone here is huge or has kind of a bigger belly, which, no problem with that. Sashes are long enough. So once your assistant has gone all the way around you, you just tuck this portion of your sash up, and you take your tag end of your sash, go underneath, grab your sash. This is always the fun part, especially if you get a tight one, which thank you, Corporal, for doing a tight wrap on me. So you'll have like this little bunched portion right here, which is very, unsightly and officer-like, which is not a problem because all you have to do is take your tag end, pull it just a hair wider, and now you have this nice flat piece of your sash hanging off. Ideally, a little bit of unevenness is perfect, and you want it hanging more off your side. This is where your straps for your sword are going to be, so they'll be pressing everything down here. I've seen some officers with their sash here. If you have to move very quickly, this is going to start bouncing and hit some very delicate regions that no one really likes being hit. So with them off to the side, you really have no worry of that. And ideally, above the knee. Again, it's part of the, if you have to move quickly, this is going to start swinging around on you. And though it's light, it's just annoying having you hit in the knee. I used to do it that way. Also, don't have it sucked all the way up to where, it's hanging just off your sash line. You do want to have it, I want to say, ideally, 2 inches above the knee. From there, your belt goes on. You lift up this piece, belt attaches around, and you're ready to be an officer. There are a few other variations, however, they're not most commonly done, which is the officer of the day. Basically, it is wrapped around, and once the sash then goes over the shoulder and then is continued to be wrapped and tied around. That's more for the officer who is leading the guard detail for the day. As I said, though, not many organizations are doing an officer of the day, unfortunately. However, if that is something that wants to be seen, we would be happy to do another video. But that is all I have for how to tie the officer sash and the NCO sash. If you like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you get our notifications, and we will see you in the next video.